Whether you're on the road, working, or curiously tuning in, thank you for listening to the Final Fantasy Football Podcast. Hello, Triple FP. We are back live on a Monday. I'm here with
We back.
Dougie Fresh and Heinzman Jerseys. I'm your host, Snow Ninja. It has been a good month or so. I hope everyone's having a great summer. As the two of these guys, how's your guys' summer going?
Not as great as yours, man. Living the Alaskan life, just fishing every day that you can, enjoying that outside. I'm out in Arizona, so I'm actually staying inside this summer because it's too damn hot to do anything else.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad here in North Carolina. It's just, a lot of rain lately, but I go out when I can. When the sun shines, I get out there, I get some sun in, and I do a lot of disc golf. It's my thing, baby. So,
Yeah, man, you
But-
looking good, brother, man. You look like you've been hitting the gym and shit, man. Staying active.
no, I do not go to the gym at all.
Yes.
Diet
Well, you
is
staying
it.
active, then.
Yeah, I do
You got it.
something.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Yeah, I just have to say, Dougie Fresh is an inspiration to many other people with his weight loss journey. Dougie.
Yeah, I'm going to take this inspiration I've inspired into other people. I want to make my own Richard Simmons-esque videos of workout videos and dieting routines and market it. So go ahead and hop on board early. Let's get a Patreon started or something, guys. No, but it feels good to lose weight, and other people that I talk to, I tell them how easy it was for me. They kind of, gives them hope to. Hopefully, it's just as easy for them.
How much weight
Is
have you
there-
lost from, let's say, the previous
Oh shit!
scale?
Now we're interviewing me. I didn't come with my notes for that. So I started off at 260, and I'm down to 220 now for a total loss of 40 pounds.
40 pounds.
Hey.
And how long did that
Yeah.
take?
I started back on April 7th, so just a little over 3 months.
That's
Yeah,
pretty.
a little over 3
40
months.
pounds. Yeah, that's pretty good. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Speaking of, just staying active and your whole diet and everything. I have not disc golf yet this year, and I'm kind of salty about that. That your brother's here and you're not, and if you were here, I definitely feel that we would
Oh.
be out disc golfing.
We'd be in Kincaid every day I was there. If that was the
Probably, and you telling me that your brother's here. It's like, man, we could
Yeah,
disc golf if you were here.
It stings a little. But hey, this is a disc golf podcast, right?
No, absolutely.
Uh,
No, but like if you were here, we definitely would be disc golfing.
Yes.
So I've been in the talks about bugging with you guys with this whole top list between the offense and defense. So how's it gonna go? Is I guess we'll start with our respective teams. We'll go offense, defense, and then we'll go from definitely to the league of our own insight and opinion. We could definitely talk about it then on. I'm actually really excited to see what you guys have on the list. I know I put it down to 5, so it's going to be kind of tight it'll be surprising, I would say, if
Yes,
I have
yes.
any of the players and that you guys have these players as well, which is what I'm kind of stoked to listen, to hear. If you guys have any of these players on my list, on your list as well. And that'll be interesting for me. That's why I really, really wanted to do this list. Definitely on our own respective teams. That is just a given. We'll see how that goes. But definitely on the league's list of top
I think
5
the defense
players.
is going to be very different between the three of us. The offense might be a little similar, but I think the defense is going to be
Yeah.
pretty wide.
I think I got you guys in for a surprise. Maybe I think you guys will be thrown off by
Oh.
my list a little bit, but
I did things with my list purposely just to ruffle Joe's feathers.
Yeah. Well, so how this is gonna go? I'll just go ahead and start off with mine, and we'll go from there. So it'll fly by pretty quick.
Are we
So
just doing teams first?
yeah, I think I'll go ahead and do my team, and then we'll
Then Chargers, Steelers.
yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll go off the league, so we don't get too confused
Yeah,
and too hung
that's
up
cool.
and
Yeah.
stray off too
Yep.
far. So my
All right.
Niners, here we go. Are we gonna do coaches? No, that would be way too funny though.
Top 5 coaches. I
I
maybe could name 3 coaches on the Steelers staff
I
right
was
now.
just joking when I did my list, or like just thinking, I'm like, hey man, these coaches coming into this season, like who's gonna be the most hype? But yeah, no, all right, let's go with the Niners here. I'm gonna start with the defense because our defense is pretty nasty if they stay healthy. From 5, I'm gonna start with number 99, Javon Kinlaw. He was a rookie last year, coming in, taking over big shoes, filling in for DeForest Buckner, number 99. And I think he's gonna have a better this upcoming season. And yeah, I think with his whole responsibility as a rookie coming in to fill in DeForest Buckner's shoes last year, and then with all the injuries that we racked up, I think with all the potential, especially with Nick Bosa coming back, I think that's just going to be a bigger year for him. Yeah, I put him at number 5. Got to give the D-line some credit. And then at number 4, I put Jason Verrett, our cornerback. If he stays healthy like he did last year, I mean, that's going to be, a little tough for him with his whole history. But for him to have a bounce-back year like he did last year and still, go against receivers like Adams and Hopkins, it was good to see that. And I could see why, like, the potential of him, like, and the value of him is so important to this Niners defense. So I put him at number 4, and yeah, such a great player as a Charger as well. So hopefully he's key to our defense as well in the secondary. And at number 3, this player here was traded from the Rams, and he actually, I think, is a great player. Linebacker, I believe, Samson Ebukam. I think that was a good pickup for the Niners. I know we're pretty stacked on linebackers themselves. Is he an edge rusher or a linebacker? I can't tell, but I know he's there. But and he like racked up so many stat points last year, I believe, and I think it was just a great pickup. And he's gonna have like what he did for the Rams that now he's gonna do for the Niners. I put him at number 3, regardless. And then going to number 2, Nick Bosa. I'm going to put him at number 2 because I know he's coming back from that injury. He's going to kind of have that kind of sort of revenge year. But at the same time, he is also like a big part of that Niners defense. And having him in the lineup is going to be very scary alongside with D Ford. But obviously D Ford can't stay healthy. But those two can wreak like really crazy havoc if they're, both on the field healthy. And, Nick Bosa, number 2 for sure. And then number 1, my number 1 on the top Niners defense is Fred Warner. That guy is just flying through the football field, left, right, up, down. It's crazy how much Fred Warner has grown and how much responsibility that he took just as a player and kind of taking control of that defense, because he's kind of the the leader of that defense now. So yeah, that is my my list of top 5 for the Niners defense. Now, do you guys want me to go ahead and go offense, or do you guys want to go your guys' defense? I feel like I'm talking too much, so I think we should all do our defenses.
How are you doing? How are you doing yours, Heinzman?
Yeah.
What do you mean? How am I doing it?
Are you doing both offense and defense?
I mean, no, we can do what how Jordan just said. Just everybody do defenses and everybody do offenses. That way, everybody's talking.
All right, you go ahead and do yours.
All right,
you do whichever
Chargers.
one.
Chargers defense.
All right, man. So I'm gonna do. You did 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, correct?
Yes.
All right, I'll do mine the same way then. Number 5, man. He's a sleeper, no lie, because he was injured last season. Linebacker Drew Tranquil. He's been kind of a dog since we drafted him, but health has been an issue. But when he's healthy, man, he's a dog, man. He can fly. He knows how to read the offense very well. He's a playmaker. He rarely misses tackles. He's can hit you on the one-on-one open field tackles. So I got him at number 5. Number 4, I got Chris Harris. Chris Harris Jr., I guess, cornerback coming over from Denver. He's been locking up them slot receivers pretty well. So he's gonna good addition to the secondary. Number 3, I got Kenneth Murray, the rookie linebacker. He's just a straight up beast, man. That boy, he has no fear. He's just gonna make a play. He's gonna hit you in the mouth, and he's gonna keep doing it all game long. Number 2, I got my boy Joey Bosa. He's a problem. I don't even have to explain Joey Bosa because everybody knows Joey Bosa.
We
And then
we
number
have
1,
both Bosas on number 2. That's awesome.
of course, And then number 1, Derwin James. I can't forget about Derwin James, man. I'm excited to see him. Hopefully, he can get a full season in this year, because these last couple years been hurt by injuries, man. But that's the top 5 for the Chargers, man. I think if they can all stay healthy, it's gonna be a pretty elite unit.
I didn't
And it's
know
gonna-
you guys had Chris Harris from the Broncos. He's good.
Yeah, man. Last year we got him last year.
That's awesome. Who's opposite side of him?
We just drafted Asante Samuel Jr.
Oh, so
I think he's gonna be
take the
the
starting
rookie
job.
over there. Yeah.
Nice.
Because we don't have Casey Hayward no more. We don't have
Yeah.
Desmond King no more. We kind of just our secondary right now is our weakness, but we drafted Asante Samuel Jr. I think he's gonna get the other side of Chris Harris and kind of make up for it.
I like that list. We both have Bosas on 2. I like it.
Yes,
It's a
sir.
full list. Dougie Fresh, Steel Curtain.
You want me to just give you 5 defensive players?
Yeah. Well,
The
no,
top 5.
well, if the Steelers lineup changed like drastically, I don't think. Well, I mean, it's up to you.
Um,
You think so?
So
You can do
okay,
it.
so
There's
I
11.
don't no. I don't want to do a top 5 offense and a top 5 defense because there's some dudes in this lineup that aren't even deserving of me to mention them on here.
Okay,
That's what I'm
so
saying.
then-
You gotta prove your worth, man.
All right,
So
so
I got-
then who do you have on defense then? List your two.
Oh,
list your
man.
2 players on defense.
Who said it was 2 players on defense?
Oh.
TJ Watt and Mika Fitzpatrick.
So we're just gonna thanks for listing off my players now. Dang, we're ruining my segment.
Well, you're
All right.
bullshit on the ground.
Do you guys have a stout D lineman?
Yeah, I mean, you got Cam
Yeah.
Hayward, you got Stephon Tuitt still.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's 2 other players, so that's 4.
That's 4. You just need one more. Who's your corner? Who's your safety?
Oh man, so this is what I was gonna go with.
Well,
I was
Minka's
gonna do
here.
I was gonna do top 5 Steelers, and it was literally just gonna be like all defense, except for I was gonna give like Ben like the courtesy of being number 5, just for like being there. But let's toss Ben out real quick. All right, let's go ahead and put Stephon Tuitt at number 5 if we're gonna do defense. All right.
Yes.
So you got Cam Hayward. He's a beast. He's been there for a minute too, veteran. Then we got Joe Hayden. He's been, a
There you go.
lockdown corner for a while, man. Guy came from the Browns, started to win, but now the Browns are winning, so he looks like a fool. But, we'll get on with that. Minka Fitzpatrick, number 2, safety, ball hawk, scores on the defense. It's awesome to have him on there. It was a great trade to get him from Miami. And then, of course, TJ Watt, number 1, all around a freak athlete. So that was essentially going to be my top 5
It's not a bad
altogether
top
for the
5.
Steelers,
Oh,
with Ben
altogether.
getting all together for the Steelers,
Yeah.
with Ben getting honorable mentions. So we'll toss out Ben out of that right now, and we'll put Stephon Tuitt in there. So Stephon Tuitt, Hayward, Hayden, Fitzpatrick, Watt, in that order. It's a pretty stout defense with those veterans.
It
I
is.
like it, man.
Yeah, it is.
I do not want to have to start naming offensive players, dude.
Bro, that's what I tried to tell you in the chat, and then you named 5 players real quick, so.
I don't want to have to talk
Use
about these
player.
offensive players.
You
That's the
don't wanna
one I
talk-
don't want to talk
Okay,
about.
first off,
we'll
do
let
you-
you go first on offense then, so that way you can kind of get it out the way. Because we're not gonna want
shit.
this. We're not gonna want to hear the Steelers offense last. We'd rather hear it first and say the best for last. So I'll go last.
First
Whoa!
off, wait.
I'll go last.
Wait, first
I'll go
off,
last.
you don't want to talk about the Steelers offense, or you don't want to talk about Juju Smith-Schuster.
I don't want to talk about. Okay, see, this is the thing, man. We got a bunch of young ass dudes. I don't even know who's on our O line.
Well,
You know what I mean?
yeah, true. But you could always talk
Trey
about
Turner.
Claypool.
Y'all got
Claypool
Trey
has
Turner?
to be.
I know the names. I mean, like I'm talking like a bunch of rookies haven't even played yet.
Gotcha.
You know who's going to be my number one offensive player of the Steelers? Let's just start there because that's going to be easier. Let's start at number one. Najee Harris is going to be the number one player on the Steelers. I mean, at least offensively he is because it's going to be that's how it's going to have to run. If they don't, then we're going to be terrible. All right. Number 2 is Ben, of course, because I mean he's the quarterback. He throws it around. He slings it. You know, receivers wouldn't be there. And then from there, I'm just like drop off a cliff, and I'm looking at this cesspool of black and gold at the bottom. And who do I put there? Number 3. Seriously, who do I put it?
Claypool,
Claypool,
Schuster?
probably. Like just based
I'd
on the
say-
fact that he's an athlete, right?
Well, who's
You
going to be
think
your
he's
top
a
receiver?
quick
Come
guy.
on. Who's going to be your go-to
He
receiver?
he should be our top receiver. He's
Okay.
big. He's athletic. He's got the reach. He could score. He could be hit on a big dime. He could get in on a crossing route.
Then
But
Claypool it
Ben,
is.
but the problem is we're not talking about just how like it should be. We're talking about Ben favoring receivers that probably shouldn't get the ball,
Ooh, that can
or
happen,
you know, making decisions that there's too much to get into here. So probably on an athletic standpoint, Claypool.
yes. Mhm.
You know, next on Deontay Johnson, maybe.
Wait, so just to confirm, you have not said Juju yet, correct?
I have not said
He did
Juju.
not say
Okay,
Juju
okay,
yet.
okay.
I was
Alright.
waiting for Juju, but it's not coming.
And number 5, I mean,
Not Juju.
I don't want to say Juju, but honestly, who else can I put there? Like seriously, who else can I put there? None of these new. No, I can't though. He hasn't proven himself.
I
in
have
history
2
yet.
receivers on mine. On my top 5 list, I have 2 receivers. So
Oh yeah, those 2 receivers are like excellent receivers.
Worthy.
Worthy of a top. If they were
Yeah.
on my team, they would clearly be in my top 5 list.
I like that. I like what he said right there.
So yeah, I guess I have to put Juju as my next one because
Number 5.
yeah, I don't, and that's why I didn't want to do a top 5 for offense because now I feel so dirty.
It's all right.
It's all good, man. Hey, at least you're still a fan, though, because, you know, everybody got to go through these years.
No, exactly. And it's not even that. I think the Steelers are still going to be a force to be reckoned with.
The Browns.
All right. Well, since the Chargers are
On
going
to the
last,
offense.
since the
On to the
Chargers are
offense.
going last, I guess it's the Niners' offense's turn. All right. So Niners offense. Yes. Top 5, going 5 down. I'm gonna put Jalen Hurd, a receiver you guys have probably never heard of. Yes, it sounds like Jalen Hurts, but no, Jalen Hurd from Baylor, drafted 2 years ago, and is basically non-existent in the Niners offense.
H-E-A-R-D, right?
Hurd, yeah. Okay. Yeah, H-U-R-D, yeah. Hurd.
Jolen, hold on, man.
Oh, okay,
So-
okay.
You just said he's non-existent in the Niners offense, but you're putting him in your
I
top
am-
5.
Because as of this incoming season, if he does
Okay.
not get hurt, he will make he needs to do something on the field because he was non-existent the past 2 years. So if he makes it past training camp this year, he will be a force to be reckoned with in that receiver core. Is what I'm trying to say. So I'm putting him top 5, not number 1 at least. But no, Jalen Hurd, someone that
Wait,
You've
he's
never
a
heard-
receiver?
he is a receiver. Yes, Jalen.
Wait,
Hurd.
hold on. So you said you had 2 receivers in your top 5?
I do, and he is one of them.
And
What?
Yeah, see, I told you my list is gonna
you know what? I take back what I said. Those
Wait.
2 receivers, I would not put them in my top 5 in the Steelers. Yeah.
I've seen them 2 different receivers, too.
Yeah, I was.
But let's see.
Now
how
I'm
it plays
wondering.
out.
Now I'm wondering who the other one is, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, no,
Let's
you'll-
hit me.
No, but wait till you guys see my my NFL list. But anyways, we'll go from there. 5, Jalen Hurd, non-existent because he hasn't been able to stay healthy and make it to a debut game in his career. So if he does pass training camp and preseason this season, he will be a force to be reckoned with, and he's a nice versatile receiver. He's tall. I think he could do it all. Like if he were to stay healthy, I think he is definitely a top receiver at least in the Niners offense. But yeah, you guys never heard of this guy because he's never played. But yeah,
So worthy of top 5, yes.
yeah, if he stays healthy, because there's a lot of hype going into this guy, and I see it too. But we'll see if he makes it on the field. Number 4, I gotta give it to Kyle Juszczyk. He is so like dynamic and versatile. He could do it all. He is kind of almost like the half heart of that offense. He's in it all: the passing game, the block, the running game, even. And for us to be so like unique and still use a fullback to their extent, it's great. And as a fan, I love seeing the fullback position being used the way the Niners are using them. So I put Kyle Juszczyk number 4, whether it's passing, running, and blocking. And then number 3, got to give the big guy some love. Trent Williams, left tackle. Man, like, with that offense, with the Niners re-signing him, he is such a freaking powerhouse on that line. And we're definitely going to need protection, with like any other quarterback with that left side, that blind side. Having Trent Williams there is kind of like lock. Like once we got that position, we knew that that line would just be a bit better with his like talent and his play style. I'm just glad we have Trent Williams. So I put him number 3. Got to give the big guy some love. And then number 2 is Brandon Ayuk, which is a star receiver. That is my second receiver coming, and this guy is like really good. I think it was hard to choose between Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuel, but
hold on. If it was hard to choose between the two, then why didn't you put the other one at 5?
at number 2, because I know Jalen Hurd is going to be good if he comes in.
Is he better than Deebo Samuel?
He could be, yes, actually.
But is he?
Is he? No, we don't know that yet.
Bro, Deebo Samuel's a dog, bro.
He is a dog, but Jalen Hurd is like
He's not top 5
unstoppable.
worthy.
No, Jalen Hurd is unstoppable in the end zone. Like he is good.
I'm about to look up his stats, bro.
Who? Debo?
No, your boy.
Oh, Jalen Hurd. Oh, he has no stats because he's never
And
been.
how is he unstoppable in the end zone?
Preseason and some college film. I'm going off of that, and hopefully he
Bruh.
makes it on to debut himself.
All right.
I just have a lot of hype
All right.
for him.
I want to know who your number 1 is now.
George Kittle, for sure.
No, I mean, yeah, that
George
was obvious.
Kittle, yeah,
but,
that's
I
okay.
mean, I just like, you know what I mean. I wanted to get.
You wanted to get it over with, or what?
Well, your number 5 just has me so mind fucked right now, dude.
It's
Like
just going.
your list is like on point, except for the fact that Deebo Samuel's not in there.
Yeah.
It was hard for me to choose two. That's all.
All right, man.
That's
All right,
fine.
yeah. I mean,
Hey, but
that's your opinion.
That's
That's-
my.
So
It is
you
my
think the
opinion.
offense? So basically, he's saying that the Niners got a very deadly trio of wide receivers.
Y'all be about like the
Oh,
Steelers, man. No one's
exactly.
going to know who the starter is.
But hey, no, Heinzman makes a great point. Like if Jalen Hurd were to stay healthy, we would have a deadly trio of receivers.
Trio, including Kittle, you have 4. And then Juice in there, man, too. You're going to have 5 guys being able to catch the ball.
I'm talking about wide receivers, but you're right. They're still gonna receive the ball.
And then, of course, this is Shanahan's offense, so he's going to want to fucking take any running back that doesn't have a broken leg and toss him in there, too.
Most likely, we drafted a few.
But and then hold up, you didn't even put your running back out on your list.
Mm-mm.
Well, who knows who the running back's going to be? I mean,
But
between
Mostert is still a dog,
Yeah.
bro.
Mostert is.
But I mean, between like the fact that he could get hurt, and then Wilson, Jeff Wilson is also
Yeah.
proven to be a dog when he's in there too. And
Yeah.
they got Trey Sermon now, who should probably be their starter in the future.
Jeff Wilson actually torn his
I heard.
meniscus. Jeff Wilson's out for the season. He
you
you know what's the sad thing? He didn't injure it in any football activity. He just sat up like us getting up, and he got injured. That's how he got hurt. Like it's
sounds like-
it's stupid.
Are
But
you sure that's not Jason Verrett? I think that's gonna happen to Jason Verrett here soon.
hey, he's working out with who now?
The dogs that didn't want him.
Make sure they don't get injured too, then, because he's working out with them.
Yeah, true.
He's showing them the wrong fucking lifts and routines.
Yeah, but
Remember, when you lift up, you just jerk your back up real hard.
yeah, there needs to be I don't know. I guess he just got up the wrong way and his knee gave out on him. Jeff Wilson Jr. It's just wow, insane. Like what the hell? How do you get hurt that way?
Yeah, between Mostert and Sermon and
Yeah, Trey Sermon.
Do you guys still have McKinnon on that roster too?
No, we don't. McKinnon's actually shit. Oh, the Chiefs signed McKinnon.
What?
Yeah, the Chiefs signed McKinnon. I'm dead.
Hey, speaking of which, I totally forgot to mention it to you guys, but you guys
Your
understand
top 5 list?
what's his name is coming back, right? Damian Williams on the Chiefs.
Sure.
Because he held out for COVID, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
I
And
know
then they drafted
they have a
Clyde
few.
Edwards-Helaire.
They have.
Damn, so Chiefs back room is going to be pretty steep.
They don't have Le'Veon Bell anymore, right?
No, I don't think he's got.
I mean,
but
he's
they
irrelevant as
They
fuck.
still have
Oh,
Clyde
yeah, that's
Edwards-Helaire, and they have
Clyde-
Damian Williams, and they also have
Williams. And then now I guess,
Yeah.
wow, that's crazy. How do you
that's a
know
lot.
that?
I mean, they're gonna have to cut somebody probably.
Yeah,
And you
facts.
don't really. I mean,
Especially
who
with
has
Mahomes
four
at
running
quarterback
backs?
in there. Yeah, facts.
Like the Patriots and the Niners seem to be the only teams I've ever seen use 4 running backs.
Yeah.
Well,
All right, y'all ready for my offense?
Yeah,
I'm
well,
tired of waiting.
my offensive list threw you guys off, so yeah, we'll go to
Yeah,
the Chargers.
most definitely.
Can't wait till.
But I also don't follow the Niners like that, so. All right, so the moment the audience has been waiting for,
Oh baby,
the Los San Diego Angeles.
this is actually like a pretty fire offense right here. It's actually hard to
Yeah.
really, like which
Low-key,
three
bro.
are supposed to be in there for sure, but
Oh,
it's
yeah.
it's low key hard to
Okay.
figure out those other two.
That's why.
Yeah, it took a minute, but I got it, and it's still a fire offense. It's better
Did you
than
write
both
it down
y'all's.
though, or is it right here?
Yeah, I wrote it down
All
because
right.
I had to.
Where's the paper?
I had the 4 in my head, but the 5th one I couldn't choose, so then I had to.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right, so number 5, I had to do the big man that just got paid, Corey Lindsey. He's the anchor of the offensive line, so I think
Big
that's.
man.
I had to get. You feel me? Number 4, y'all might disagree with me, but don't sleep on him. Mike Williams, he's still a playmaker regardless. He doesn't get as many targets, but he gets the important targets. He gets the deep threats. He gets the 2 seconds left in halftime. Let's throw a bomb. He's gonna catch it.
Is this a contract year for him?
Wide receiver.
Yes, it is. It is.
Okay.
And then number 3, I got the boy Austin Eckler, of course. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he's self-explanatory right there. Number 2 is also self-explanatory with Keenan Allen.
Oh my god, dude!
What?
You want him number 1, right? That's why you act like you want him number 1. That's all right. It's Justin Herbert's number 1 offensive rookie of the year. He's got the recognition. You feel me?
Honestly,
He's
I
gonna
probably-
give the ball to Keenan Allen to make him number 1. So if the throw is on point, it's gonna be on point. So that's
Okay,
why.
if your
That's
list
why.
is correct and that Mike Williams is your number 4, that he's a dog at number 2 for receiver, and that he shows up and he looks good this season too, I'll believe that list. Yes, but I don't know, man. If
you're saying if Williams shows up,
If Williams could be the good supporting role to Keenan Allen to complement him and show up this year and actually be like that deadly number 2, I believe it would be because Herbert's in there and Herbert's progressed and matured as a quarterback going into his second year, and he's starting to spread the ball out more.
Yeah, and that's how it's about to happen. Herbert's gonna spread the
Okay,
ball out
just making sure.
to 2, 3, and 4. Allen, Eckler, and Williams with number 5 protecting him.
Yeah,
feel me?
see, my first thought was that center from Green Bay you might have thrown in there because he's already a proven
That's
dog,
easy.
dude.
That's a dog too.
No, that wasn't. Oh, what was the other dude's name then?
That's who the Steelers got. We got from the Steelers is the other big lineman that we signed. I forgot his name, but Corey Lindsey is the center that we signed from Pittsburgh, or not Pittsburgh, Green Bay.
From Green Bay.
Yeah.
You guys signed a secondary from Steelers. Well, he's a second.
He was like a what's the word? He was a fill-in guy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, potential. It was Matt Filer. Yeah.
Yeah, that's his name. Yep.
Yeah,
No,
not
I like-
him. No,
I like the
definitely not him.
I like the list because
So that auto man, it's If they can stay healthy, like same with my defense, man. If they can stay
All
healthy,
right,
man,
so
it's
that's
a
not bad.
pretty elite.
I think I would have switched Lindsey and Williams around then. Put Williams at 5, put Lindsey at 4.
Yeah, I could have done that too, but it's all good.
So, yeah, damn, dude. Who's your tight end now?
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Jared Cook, but
Oh yeah.
I'm not really.
Yeah.
I honestly, I personally don't believe he's gonna be the tight end one. I think I forgot what his name is, but he's 6'9". Yeah, we signed him from the CFL, bro. Honestly, like
Oh shit.
there were some games, bro, and when we needed a red zone play, we were going to him over Hunter Henry. That's how I
Okay.
knew Hunter Henry was.
Oh yeah,
varnished.
because when you're 6'9", all you have to do is just jump up and
Just-
fucking yell.
It's a
mean
rebound
at
for
it.
him. Yeah, exactly.
All
So
right.
that's why I think he's gonna end up taking starting tight end position at least in the
Okay.
passing
All right.
game. Jared Cook
Good
might be the
list.
blocker. Yeah, so that's why I didn't put a tight end on there because that's
Good
a
list.
question mark.
Yeah, no, good list. Yeah, Herbert, I see the expectation you have for him. Number 1 for sure.
I mean, after coming offensive rookie of the year, breaking the record for
Oh, yeah.
passing touchdowns, and how many games? 15. He didn't even play week 1, so
Yeah, that's crazy.
thrown into the fire. Yeah, I got his expectations is up there.
Yeah.
All right. that's
Maybe
fine.
not for Mahomes, Mister. I'll see it when I believe it. You know, like
Did he
dead ass,
really? Did he
but-
really say that?
yeah. He
Wow,
said, "I'll
shots
see it when
fired.
I believe it."
Shots fired.
Yeah,
See,
it's all good though. But I mean, to be honest, to be 100, he's right in a way because they swept us last year. You feel me? And Mahomes or Herbert was in both games. Granted, the first game, Herbert's very first game, went to overtime against the Chiefs.
Yeah.
They still won. But I mean, Mahomes still got the upper leg because he beat Herbert twice already. So I mean, until Herbert starts beating him, that's when Mahomes really needs to shut his mouth. But he got the right to talk. You feel me? I can't hate it because he's speaking truth.
It's
you know,
competition.
I'm just laughing at him because he was drunk and he said, "I'll see it when
Right.
I believe it." You know,
Yeah.
to me that's what was funny.
Couple of fucking white claws on the golf
He's like,
course.
yeah, he
talking
ain't
shit.
gonna believe it. You feel me? He ain't gonna believe it. He's gonna keep his eyes closed. You feel me?
Yeah, man, he's all drunk too, getting his words mixed up.
He's probably thinking Drew Lock. I don't know.
I swear to drunk, I'm not God.
All right.
This is so exciting because Justin Herbert thrown into the fire last year. It kind of brings me back to Ben's like year, his rookie year.
Rookie year.
He
Game
went
2, actually.
off. He
Just
was
the same.
just crazy, and then he won the Super Bowl the following year, right? So,
Mhm.
but did they go undefeated his rookie year or his year after?
They lost the one game he was thrown in, but he won every game as a starter that
So, oh wow, yeah,
until he
that's-
lost the playoffs. Yeah.
yeah.
Ooh,
that's-
Mahomes?
No, Ben. Big
Ben
Ben.
Roethlisberger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had
okay.
that crazy rookie year, and then the
Like the
Super Bowl.
greatest
after.
rookie year by a quarterback ever.
And the thing is, like, it's so exciting because seeing like Ben do that in his prime and his debut, and then Herbert coming on this season, it gets me excited for Trey Lance. But I don't know if that's gonna happen this season for the Niners. But
Oh, it's gonna happen. It's gonna
Jimmy
happen.
G's going down right away, bro. You don't have to worry.
No. I actually just a quick thought. I was watching a podcast or listening to a podcast do like top quarterbacks within the NFC West, and Jimmy G did get number 4, and I was kind of salty about
Four.
that. And
What would you expect?
well, yeah, Russell
To
Wilson,
compete with the other, at least Murray and Wilson
Yeah.
are hard to compete with,
yeah,
and
they're
then
number 1 and
I mean-
2, and then Stafford. There were some close thoughts saying that Jimmy G might
Let's-
be, but no,
let's wait and
Stafford
see
has
how
the
Stafford
stats.
does. Yeah.
Stafford
He does.
definitely has the stats over
Yo,
Jimmy G.
tell me why
Oh,
I
no, stop
just
pointing,
now noticed your Jimmy G poster behind you. I never knew it until just now.
Right
It's
there?
like he was
What?
staring at me. Yeah.
Oh shit, it is right there.
Yeah,
You
it's
feel
right there.
me? That's how I was saying it too. And I was like,
There's a
all right.
there's a picture of him right there too, but
oh yeah, there's
I
a
got-
glare on it, so I can't see
I
that.
got the Montanas and Rice here, so yeah.
Damn.
But no,
That's
yeah, it's just like what you guys had said. I know we had conversations about that before, because we did do a top quarterbacks within divisions. I think a few podcasts ago, and yeah, I could very much like. I wasn't too salty about it, but it's hard to compete with Russell Wilson, Kyler Murray, and then Stafford with his stats being history. Like, it's hard to compete with that, but I still think the Rams are overhyped a little bit. But we'll see once the season hits.
All right.
NFL offensive players and defensive players. I like what we did there, so I'm gonna go ahead and go off. We'll do defense. Let's start offense first this time. Let's change it up a
All
little
right,
bit.
who's starting
We'll
it?
I'll start it again.
Okay.
Let's do
Guys, my
offense.
list is different from yours though. Again,
Yeah, no.
Same.
You guys are. My list is gonna throw you guys off again, I think. But yeah, we'll go.
well, I have 5 lists of 5 names ready for each one,
Oh, for
and
offense and
Each
defense.
position.
so it's each position and then defense.
Okay. Well, I'll go off offensive. Within the league, within the entire league, this is just my top.
Top 5 offensive players
yeah,
altogether.
Yeah, top 5 altogether. Just my opinion.
So wait, Dougie, did you do it by position?
Yes.
Okay, I thought we were going to
Well,
do it
I
that way
thought
too, and then Jolan clarified it a little bit more in the group chat beforehand, so that's why I had to redo everything.
I apologize for that if you guys misinterpreted.
Yeah, because I did it by defensive. I did it by each position too, and then you said just top 5 overall, and I was
Yeah,
like,
just
okay. So I
overall.
got my list is top 5 overall.
Okay, cool. All right, I'll start top
So
5.
Doug can go last then.
Yeah, top 5 overall offensively in my opinion. All right.
All right.
And
Joe's opinion.
I'm gonna start with number 5, Trevor Lawrence. I think him coming into the league is gonna make quite an impact throughout the whole league. I know. Like this prospect is like so like overhyped, and I just want to see what he's capable of. Like I know you've seen him actually play. I know it could be hilarious, but this guy, like, if he's like they say what he is, then he's definitely gonna be
They were who we thought they were.
yeah.
I definitely didn't do no rookies.
You didn't do no rookies? I think he's
Nah.
my only rookie. Yeah, he's my
Okay.
only rookie. Yeah.
Okay, I understand where you're coming from and the prospects and hopes for what Trevor Lawrence could be. Yes.
Yeah, like
Because he is a generational talent. He is like Andrew Luck when he came into the league. He is like Peyton Manning when he came into the league.
This-
John Elway.
thanks for taking what I was gonna say, but yes. I was actually well no, this could be the next potentially Peyton, Brady, something like that.
Robert
Well,
Hines.
definitely not Brady. Brady's a different story there.
Okay,
for the number 1 generational pick, like the clear best player at quarterback for sure. Yeah.
Definitely. Just that's why I had him at number 5. Number 4, I have Christian McCaffrey.
Ooh.
You know, I know he was kind of banged up last year. I think he's
Injuries.
gonna make with what's that quarterback that looks like Doug? Sam Darnold. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, he's gonna do some work with Christian McCaffrey. Hopefully he stays
Like it.
healthy. He's the number 4 on my list.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter who his quarterback is. Christian McCaffrey gets it done.
Yeah,
You
no,
know, whether
for
it's
sure.
Teddy Bridgewater for 3 games last year, or what was the guy's name? Kyle Allen, Will
Yep.
Greer,
Yeah,
you know,
he-
or Sam Darnold. Now, who cares? He's got it.
Sam Dougie.
Dougie. Sam
but-
Dougie.
But no, Christian McCaffrey, and I can't wait to talk about fantasy aspects of all these lists. But just throwing it in there, Christian McCaffrey,
Yeah.
number 4, and then number 3, I have Devontae Adams. I think he's definitely whoever, even with the whole Rodgers situation, whatever happens. Any of these guys on your list yet? No.
Yeah, I got one.
Oh wow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I can't wait.
No,
But anyway,
I got 2 of them for sure.
yeah.
You know which one I mean.
But yeah,
you
Devontae
know what-
Adams, who with the whole Roger situation, it doesn't matter. Like this guy, he's gonna be good whether it's just
Jordan
know,
Love.
yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
I don't even have to talk about Devontae Adams. Number 2, I have Waller. Just because I think he's yeah.
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
Yeah, I have Waller. I think he's really gonna go off
Yeah.
this year. He's in that tough division, and with Kelsey too, and cause see, like within the NFC West, when you think of tight ends, you just think of Kittle, but now like you think of Kelsey and Waller, and it's gonna be crazy. I like Waller,
Josh.
and I think
Yeah,
Waller's
same.
gonna be great for fantasy drafts as well.
He was
number
first round, so he's getting Waller.
number 1. Number 1,
Waller's getting hurt this year.
number 1, it's kind of gonna be thrown off, but you got it's stupid, but I like it between Quentin Nelson and Mark Glowinski. I chose Mark Glowinski. Just that's my number one guy. Is
Who?
O line. Mark Glowinski.
Who's he
He
play for?
he's a right guard or left guard for the Colts. They have one of the best like front line that like is in football, I think.
Joe,
Yes.
you are just full of surprises today, man. I commend you
Bruh,
for putting.
I'm
That's something
saying.
I never would have done. You put an
You
O
know how much
line.
thought he put in?
I like
You are a G, man.
I like
You
giving
are-
I like giving the big guy props, you know?
Yeah, man.
You're not a big guy anymore, so I got to give some big guys props.
There's a love for the big man.
Yeah, but you guys know the Colts have a great defense and everything, but their line is stout. Like from
Oh yeah, no doubt.
from left to
That's a
right,
good
protecting
pick.
Carson Wentz. I think they could do like I know Cleveland Browns have a good line, so do maybe Tampa Bay, but I think between Quentin Nelson and Mark Lewinsky, lineman for the Colts, I give them a number one. I think they're a line that I wish that the Niners will have to protect, but no, we obviously don't have that. But definitely the Colts linemen, whether it's Quentin Nelson or Mark Lewinsky, definitely Mark Lewinsky, one of the best there is. Yeah, number one on my offensive list, and yeah, so
All right.
yeah.
All right. That was definitely surprising, man.
Yeah.
But you make me want to switch up my shit a little bit, bro. A little key. You make me want to switch it up. But nah,
Not me.
I'm gonna keep it consistent.
Like I told you guys, my list will like surprise you guys a little bit. So
So your list, is it my turn?
it does. Yeah, if Dougie wants to go last,
Or do you guys want to talk about that? Do you guys want to talk about his list, or are we good to move on?
I think
I liked it, man. That's why I'm just throwing in my comments as we go along.
you guys
know?
do like my list though.
Okay,
It was
yeah.
pretty cool though,
I
right?
do. That was
It's
an awesome
a solid
list,
list.
man.
Sweet.
It's definitely
approve.
out of like it's
Like-
just not the usual names. Like my list got the usual names.
And the
There's a
fact
couple
that
people in
like
there.
you started with shock value with Trevor Lawrence, and then you ended up on like the fucking highest note you possibly could by putting.
I think you're
lineman
one in your five. You started
Hey,
you started
better
it
than-
on a crazy note and you ended on a crazy note.
Hey,
I think
that was
Both my
beautiful.
fives
Yeah.
were pretty like, yeah, what the fuck.
nah, it's all good though.
You good,
Nah,
man.
because
You
Trevor
good.
Lawrence, I can see Trevor Lawrence popping off though.
Right,
I
and
can
if
see
you know what, if you're right, and he's like the number one quarterback this year, then good for you.
Yep.
All right, Heinzman, let's hear your top five.
I like it.
All
There
right,
you
number
go.
5. So I wanted to put. I'm going wide receiver number 5.
Okay.
I wanted to put Devontae Adams in there, but the whole quarterback situation, the
Mhm.
person that I have on my number 5 right now, I like their situation a lot more, which is Stephon Diggs.
Ooh.
Yes, good.
I love Stephon Diggs in Buffalo. I think he can pop off as the number 1 receiver next year. Like Stephon Diggs number 5, man. Like that's all I'm gonna say because I can go on forever.
Can I say I
Um,
almost did that. Like I
Yeah.
believe what you believe. Like I believe he could be a number
Yes.
one receiver this year. Like I
Oh,
thought
yes,
about
like,
that.
yes,
I thought about
Stephon
that.
Diggs,
He's
man,
almost the
he's
number one receiver last year.
Yeah, that crossed
exactly,
my mind. That's
and it's
crazy.
his first year there, So it's like now he's got more time with him.
Oh, yeah.
Now he knows the system, Like so, I'm loving Stephon Diggs right now.
So you're talking about
Number 4,
like you're talking about like the dynamic duo between like Allen and like Diggs just escalating from here on, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much. Josh Allen is turning up too.
Yeah.
I would have put him on my list, but I didn't want to put too many. I didn't want to put the same team, 2 players of the same team on my list, so I kind of
Sweet.
switched it up a little bit.
I like it.
Number 4, I went with Lamar Jackson. I think he's good in his own way. You feel me? Like he runs his own style, and the Ravens are building their offense around his style. So I like the way that he plays. I mean, he's not as consistent, but which is why he's number 4. But he's still a playmaker, MVP. Number 3, I got Christian McCaffrey. I think he's an amazing dual threat. He can run the ball all day long. He can catch it and do whatever he can block. He's got everything on there. Number 2, I did Kamara simply because I think with the Saints questioning the quarterback position a little bit in a way, they're not 100% sure who the quarterback 1 is. I think they're going to rely a lot more on Kamara. He's going to be the go-to guy. Obviously, he's been the go-to guy, but even they're going to rely on him more now with the quarterback having the question mark right there. And then number 1, I got to go with Patty Mahomes. He's been doing some shit that ain't nobody done in a minute. So it's number one, it was an obvious. I'm not no fucking bracket breaker around here, but Mahomes is my number one offensive player for right now. Until Justin Herbert sweeps him, and then and then we'll kind of just take it from there.
Wow. Patrick Mahomes, number one on your list. Damn.
Yeah, it's hard to argue with it. That's for sure.
Yeah, and I kind of want to switch it up too. I got running backs, quarterbacks, receiver, a little bit. I want to throw Kittle in there, but like I said, I didn't want to do two players on one team, so I picked Mahomes or Kittle or Kelsey. I'm sorry. So I went with Mahomes over Kelsey.
Yeah, makes sense. And kind of give the credit to Mahomes for getting the ball to Kelsey, kind of shit. Yeah.
You're a Chargers fan, having Mahomes on your number one. It's
just exactly. It's a respect thing. I mean, I hate doing it, obviously, man. But Mahomes, he's different, man.
And this is your opinion alone, too.
Exactly. Mahomes is different. He's a problem, man. So I see him twice a year. I watch all his games just to see if they're winning or losing. You feel me? I seen it and I believed it. You feel me?
Dougie, did that kind of help you out to get your list kind of coordinated, I hope? I'm sorry.
What do you mean my list coordinated? I have my list ready.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry.
Quarterbacks.
Sorry for doubting you.
Yeah, I have wide receiver, running back, quarterback, tight end, defense. Which one do you want to hear first?
Go for it. I want to hear them all.
Right now?
Yeah, right now, bro.
Okay. I'll give you a couple real quick.
Commercial break. Smoke break.
All right, so let's give you a couple real quick. I want to go defenses real quick because I had those written down. I need to do individual defensive players. I kind of took this from a fantasy standpoint, and it's hard for me to really discern like with all the different positions on defense and how you can really compare them to each other.
Yeah, top five on defense is hard, no lie.
So, I broke it down who I think the best defenses are going to be this year. Rams, I think the Rams are going to be the best defense this year. Again, with why is his name Aaron?
Donald.
Aaron
Dougie. Aaron Dougie.
I was thinking Darnold, Dougie. No, it's not either of those.
Bro, what's your plug number, man? I knew what you said.
I'm telling you, dude, this is what happens. Jolin told me to take another smoke break before we got started, and this is what happens.
I did tell him.
And Jalen Ramsey and the way that defense performed last year. So, and plus, if Matthew Stafford comes in and really revamps this offense and they look even better than they did before, and that helps out the defense, then they're only going to get better. I put the Bucs at number 2, coming off that great defensive performance at the Super Bowl. Good, mad respect to them, but they kept the core together. They kept all their returning starters. That's awesome. That doesn't happen very often. A group like that, not only coming off such a great defensive performance on the Super Bowl, but keeping it together and be able to grow together with that too. They're only going to get better this year too. Number 3, the Colts, again, DeForest Buckner should have been probably in the running for MVP. He's such a force, and that alone just makes the Colts a force to be reckoned with. They have some ball hawks, too, on the back end, and they, who knows what the Colts getting Carson Wentz as well.
Honestly, the Colts, every single level of the field, they got all-stars, man. They got some dogs on defense.
Yeah,
so
that's
I like that.
Solid defense. Number 4, with the Steelers, again, they're not going to be the same that they were last year, but I like, you heard my top 5 list for Steelers players altogether. With the veterans they have, plus T.J. Watt and Minkah Fitzpatrick. So we're going to have some guys still. We're going to be able to, Bud Dupree's gone, so we're going to be hurt a little bit in the sacks division. That's okay. We could, train another guy to get in there and get some reps and be just as productive probably. And then the Ravens. I had to put the Ravens in there because every year the Ravens defense is just something to be reckoned with, man. It's amazing how year in, year out they just do not decline. They just pretty much stay the same or get better. They rarely ever get worse. So I had to throw them in there, especially like as a fantasy perspective. Once like those top like 3 or 4 defenses are gone, the Ravens are always a solid pick. Mm-hmm. So, and then let's pick. Do you guys want receivers or running backs?
Let me hear your receivers. I feel like the running backs are going to be pretty self-explanatory. So let me hear what your receivers are because there's a lot of options there.
Okay, cool. So number 1, I went with Nuke Hopkins. At number 1. All right, the guy's been on a team without quarterbacks like the Texans, where he had, I don't know who was it Matt Schaub at the time that was thrown to him? Brian Hoyer, maybe? Like, who's been
what? Deshaun Watson, bro. What you mean?
most recently for 1 year, right?
Mm.
Bro, he's had Deshaun Watson for a couple years. What you mean?
But before that, Brian Hoyer,
I can't
he's
remember.
been there. He's been there since 2015, 2016. He's been there for several years before Deshaun Watson ever got there. The guy's had
But why are we going that far back?
because the
Deshaun
guy.
Watson's been there for. It's been like 3 years. I feel like him and Watson been there for
You
like
know
3
why
years.
I'm
I feel.
going? Okay, you know why I'm going that far back? Because the guy was still an excellent receiver that far back too, and now he's at a point where I think he's got the best quarterback in his career with Kyler Murray.
Okay, I see what you're saying now. Yeah,
You see where I'm going with this now?
But like you're saying, his stats were amazing with the nobody. Now his stats are going to be crazy
That's
with the
why
somebody.
we going that far back.
Okay,
He's only going to get better with the better quarterback, man. A second year with him too, man. Just like you guys talked about with Diggs, second year.
Yep.
So fucking Nuke Hopkins, I have to put him at number 1. Number 2, Tyreek Hill, the cheetah. Guy's a fucking freak athlete.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting.
You can't fucking put him at anything lower than that. I actually had him listed at number 1 first, but then I thought about the fact that Hopkins never had any good quarterbacks at the beginning of his career. Yeah, I had to switch it up a little bit there. Number 3, Stephon Diggs.
Okay.
Again, second year with Josh Allen. He's only going to get better. And he, again, another guy, when you look at his career, I mean, yeah, he had Kirk Cousins a couple years, but he also had Case Keenum, you know? Who do you have before Case Keenum? Like, I can't even remember that far back for the Vikings quarterbacks. Sam Darnold, not Sam Darnold, Sam Bradford? Was that who it was?
Yeah.
So, yeah, Stephon Diggs deserves all that respect too. He's going to be an absolute dog this year. And then number 4, I put Devontae Adams, only because I know with the Aaron Rodgers situation, we don't know how it is, and I actually not sure if I trust the guy without Aaron Rodgers, honestly, because he didn't have the same production in his introduction to the league in his rookie and sophomore year. He's been getting better the last few years, and yes, that's because he's developed as the number 1 guy, as the Packers have just phased out other receivers, and he's been the clear option. So, but you know, he's got to be in their top 5, so I put him at number 4. And number 5, this was hard because same team, the Tennessee Titans, I had to choose between A.J. Brown and Julio Jones, honestly. And Julio Jones, you know, because of the name and the respect, I want to put him in there. But I really think that A.J. Brown, being, you know, younger, second year, or going into his third year now, he has the reputation with Tannehill already. I think it's going to be awesome for him. I'm excited to see how this guy plays out. So, yeah, that would be my top 5 for receivers right there.
Nice. I like it. I'm excited to watch that Titans offense. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be fun to watch them.
Yeah.
They're either going to be so good or they're going to just be so disappointing and miss the playoffs.
Yeah. It would be crazy to see them in the playoffs, though. I wouldn't want to see them.
I know, right? That's the thing. If they are that good and they get that far, I don't want to see them in there either.
You want to go ahead and go to your running backs, and then we'll do our defenses, Dougie?
Yeah, sure. Running backs, and then I would save the quarterbacks and tight ends for later.
Wait, first off, do you have Derrick Henry in there?
Yes.
Okay.
Obviously.
I just haven't heard that name, so it's like, all right.
Okay.
Yeah, just scan through them real quick. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So I'm going to go in reverse this time. I'll start at number 5. Saquon Barkley. Giving him the respect.
I like that. I like that.
Just got to give him the respect because he's still a great athlete, even though, he got hurt. But I said earlier, just like with CMC, you can't disregard someone just because of injury. You got to know they're still a good athlete. Got to give him the respect, even though, you know, if he never got hurt, he probably would be number 1 or number 2 guy.
Probably.
Number 4, I put Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook, I like him. He fucking runs hard. Yeah. He can catch the ball. He's the heart of that offense for sure. You know, a little worried about the wear and tear on his body. He's been hurt a couple times too, but you know, he's a dog, man. He's a workhorse. He gets the job done. But you know what? So does everyone else ahead of him on this list, like Alvin Kamara. Had to put him at number 3, man. The 6 touchdown games, the fact that after now that Breeze is gone, he's definitely going to have to pick up the workload on the ground.
Yeah.
You're going to hope he, you know, still gets the targets in the receiving game, but even then, I still think their offense is going to run through him even more than it did before.
Yes.
So
that's why I had him number 2 on my list. Yep.
Exactly. Derrick Henry, again, same way, man. He's a workhorse. You know, yeah, you got great receivers there and Ryan Tannehill, but Derrick Henry is just so undeniable.
He's a game stealer, man. He's a game stealer.
The fourth quarter, he is downright the best running back in the league.
Yes.
When it just comes to ground and pound, when it comes to running the ball,
Yeah.
When it comes to just straight running the ball on the ground, using your legs, he is the best running back in the league. But
Mhm.
all around, he is not because this guy doesn't have much of a passing game. Might be,
Yeah.
you could blame the Titans and their offense for that, but Christian McCaffrey has to be number one because he does catch the ball. He can run the ball. He could do it all. He is in Amazon commercials doing backflips and crap. So you know what? The guy's also a clear number one fantasy pick as well.
Ooh.
Like it's hard to just argue with him. If I did a top 5 for all together, he would probably be my number one altogether as well.
Yeah, I like it.
I like
He's such an athlete; he could do it all. Workhorse kind of guy too, and he doesn't seem to complain about it. So,
Yep.
I mean, they paid him, so he shouldn't complain about
I was
it.
about to say he's getting paid, so
This is getting me
All right.
excited for our mock draft or actual,
Yeah.
draft too. So.
yeah, man. Mock drafts are actually pretty fun.
And this
You
is the
should
other
try
thing
it.
too. This list isn't
It's too
my
early.
this isn't my fantasy list either. This is not how I think fantasy is going to go.
Yeah.
You know,
No, this is-
similar. Like I said, I think CMC is the best fantasy player, but it's similar, but not the same. So
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. No, this is great because I wanted you to come in here with without the mind of fantasy being in, but definitely something to think about, especially for someone that hasn't drafted yet or mock draft yet. So it'll be interesting.
It's fun, man.
Um,
It definitely brings a lot of players up to light that you
Yeah.
didn't expect.
Heinzman,
Yeah.
let's go to your defense of defensive players.
Okay. Yeah, I
And
did
I'll go
defensive
last.
players. Honestly, man, it was really hard to pick top 5.
Yeah.
There's so many good defensive players out there
Oh,
that I
yeah.
could have put on there, man. And I didn't want to do. I noticed I was getting heavy for the pass rushers, so I kind of had to mix it up a little bit. There's just
And
so
I'm
many
glad you
elite
did.
players, man.
I'm glad you did too.
There's so many elite players. All right, so I'll start off, man. I'll do number 5. Darius Leonard.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's a dog, man. He slept on. I mean, no, I'm not gonna lie. He's not slept on. He's well known, but
Yeah.
he's a very elite linebacker. He's
Mhm.
top. He's up there with the linebackers. Okay.
Yeah.
Number 4, I got Nick Bosa.
Okay.
I think Nick Bosa's a
Okay.
dog as well.
Yeah.
Number 3, I went ahead and went with Jalen Ramsey. I think he's gonna be the top corner.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 2, Aaron Donald. I can't put a list.
Yep.
Top 5, you have to have Aaron Donald on there.
Yeah.
And then number 1, actually, in my opinion, he should got Defensive Player of the Year, TJ Watt.
Oh,
Ooh.
it makes me feel so warm.
See, you had a
Yeah,
Niner and
I
a
think-
Steeler. I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
That's a nice
I-
list. That's a nice
thanks,
list.
man.
It's a nice list.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm excited to watch those players, man. If it's, I hate injuries, man, because
I know, me too.
if,
Especially.
if there was no injuries, man, it would be so fun to watch
it's rough.
all these
It's
players,
a tough
man.
game, man. It really is.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, that excites me because last but not least, I'll go last finally. For the top 5, in my opinion, I'll start off with number 5. I'm gonna go Xavier Howard, corner for the Dolphins. I think he's
Okay.
a pretty good
Oh, that's a
shutdown corner.
good pick.
yeah, that's a good one.
He's a good shutdown corner. I think.
I think he led interceptions last season, if I'm not
I-
mistaken.
I believe it's either him
think
or
he did.
Tre'Davious White, because Tre'Davious White for the Bills,
Bills.
he is good too. I had a hard
Yeah.
time choosing between those two, but I
Okay.
think I like Xavier Howard. I think he's pretty stout shutdown
Mhm.
corner. Number 4, surprisingly, I have Darius Leonard as well because I love Fred Warner, and as much as I love Fred Warner, I love Darius Leonard because
Yep.
he is a stout linebacker as well, and for the Colts.
Mhm.
Number 3, I have Derwin James if he could stay healthy. Number 3, he's such like he's really good. Like they are covered if he is on the field back there. Like you don't have to worry because I've seen Charger games where they're thrown over and like the secondary has a lot of issues, but if Derwin James is there, you're not gonna have that issue. And I really think that with him being on the field healthy, you guys are like covered. Number
Bro,
3.
honestly, I'm gonna interrupt you right there.
Yeah.
What made me fall in love with Derwin James is
Yeah.
his first game as a rookie that we played the Chiefs, right?
Mhm.
And they try to sneak Tyreek Hill all the way down, like
Yeah.
a 60-yard bomb, bro. Derwin James just knocked that shit out of his hands in the end zone, bro. He said, "Nah."
What
I was
year
like,
was
"That's
this?
my guy."
What year was it?
His rookie rookie year, the very first game. So it was
So like
like
2 years ago.
4 years ago. I think this is his fourth year, so 3 4 years ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
Right after Mahomes was Mahomes.
okay.
Like so going to week one, he was all hyped up, feel me? Like,
Yeah.
and then they tried that long bomb on Tyreek Hill and Derwin
That's not
James.
gonna work. I like
Cut that
that.
down,
See,
bro.
I know
Yeah, it was.
Derwin is like he is top five, or I mean top 10 on the list. Wherever whatever list of safeties he's on there.
Oh yeah, no
Um,
doubt.
so yeah, giving love for the Chargers, Derwin James. Number two, I got to go with T.J. Watt. Like the stats with the whole thing with the whole stats with Aaron Donald and between T.J. Watt, that was so funny to see. But T.J. Watt
Mhm.
definitely deserves just because of his stats and just the type of player he is. Number two, T.J. Watt. But number one, I just gotta give it because they're trending upward, and that's Chase Young. I've never seen a player like Chase Young,
Yeah,
and I think
okay, I
he's
like
like
that.
I think he's
Yeah.
like, I think he's even better than Nick Bosa, honestly. But man, Chase Young is a monster.
Yeah,
He is huge.
Yeah,
He
the
is
guy that's
scary.
just a freak athlete, and he can
He
just
yeah,
do it
is.
because he
Yeah,
has the athleticism to do it.
yeah. You guys like my
yep,
number one though? You guys respect
Yeah,
that?
I
that's a
do.
good
I
number
love
one.
it,
Yeah,
man.
Chase Young,
That's what
dude.
I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Doing the defensive players was so hard because he was on my mind too. Like, there was
Yeah,
Mhm.
so many players, but I just didn't want to do all pass rushers because
yeah,
if
absolutely.
that's my original list was all pass rushers. I was like, no, I got to
Yeah,
switch this up a little bit.
I
So
like that.
I
Right,
like
and
it.
it's hard
I
to
like it.
compare like secondary to linemen, in
No,
pass rush.
Exactly.
definitely. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
hmm that was a
Sweet.
good list. I think we're
Yeah, it
done.
was, man. I
We're
liked it.
finished with the whole
Oh,
thing.
what
I,
about my last two?
oh yeah, okay, yeah.
The
Go ahead.
quarterbacks and
Oh shit, that's okay. You. All right, so we're not done. I'll
thanks,
be
y'all.
quick 'cause I have to pee. I have to pee too. I've been holding this in for a minute. Um, Real quick, tight ends.
Yeah.
Number one, I'm going to start at number one this time with tight ends. Kelsey, obvious number one. I mean, you can't really argue with that. Just the production he gets because of Mahomes,
Mm,
but you know, the guy does it all too. And he was good before Mahomes was there too with Alex Smith.
Yep.
The guy's gonna get it done. Uh, Aaron Waller, I got him at number two, man.
yay.
I just can't deny the fact that the guy is just such a playmaker, and
Mhm.
he's going to be huge for fantasy this year too. And I guess it is a little bit of fantasy I put into that opinion
Yes.
because if I wasn't based in fantasy in this, I might put George Kittle, who is my number three on this list. I might put him at
I
number
won't be
two
salty. I
if it
promise.
was just based off of because he does it all too, man. He blocks,
Yeah.
he can catch. The guy's a playmaker. He's an athlete. He's probably overall better than Darren Waller, yes.
Mm.
But I got George Kittle on there. Mark Andrews, number four. Just again, he's a proven guy. Number five, I just put a question mark.
Can I fill that in for you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Say it. Say it.
It's a rookie, Kyle Pitts.
Say it.
Fine. Let's go with Kyle Pitts for tight end, guys.
Come on.
Number five.
I had some pretty crazy
I
number
have no.
fives.
Well, by number five for tight ends, I'm also thinking like T.J. Hawkinson, being like the only receiver left in Detroit, essentially,
Oh,
as a
God.
tight end.
Yeah, true
in
that.
Detroit though. Again, in Detroit.
Yeah.
You want to say Gronk because of his reputation, but the guy's not the same athlete that he
No.
used to be. Yeah, exactly. So, and then you think
There
of
is a
like
lot of
New England.
possibilities for that number five.
Then you
Yeah.
think of guys like Jonnu Smith in New England, but he's got the competition with Hunter Henry. Plus,
Yeah.
he's New England. Who knows if they could get it done? Yeah. So
Exactly.
I mean, if you want to throw Kyle Pitts in there, sure. That's why I put a question mark because honestly, I didn't know what to put.
I had some
Yeah.
crazy number fives. You can too. Kyle Pitts, number five.
All right. So number five for the quarterbacks.
Yeah.
This might be a little bit of a hot cake. I put Kyler Murray at number five.
What?
I like it. I like that a
I
lot.
just really think that his third year in Arizona in the league, his second year with DeAndre Hopkins, I think the kid is just going to do phenomenally well. He's only going to get better like he did from year one to year two.
And they're only improving that offense. They're giving
Yeah.
him more help when he doesn't even need it, but they're still giving it to him. So yeah, I love that pick.
Yeah, and it was him or I don't like Lamar Jackson more than him, so Lamar's not on this list. Yeah, I had to drop, and like same with like Dak Prescott, he was another one I thought about, but I didn't like him more than Murray. I had to drop him off the list too.
There you go.
Number four, Aaron Rodgers. I don't know if that's disrespect to the reigning NFL MVP or
MVP.
not. But Aaron Rodgers, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, you're good, and you kind of like play with this chip on your shoulder. And I know I just fucking hate you for no reason, but I don't like you more than these other guys. Given what's going on right now, I don't know where he's going to
Yes.
be playing. I don't
Exactly.
know,
Yeah,
and I have more hope for these other guys than I do for Aaron Rodgers.
that makes
just
sense.
for
Yeah.
other reasons. Number 3 is going to be Josh Allen.
Ooh.
Yep.
And this is a guy
I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
I knew Josh Allen is going to have more hope than Rodgers does in the sense that he's younger, he's only getting better and improving, and the kid could fucking throw. I mean, the cannon that this guy has, the accuracy he has when he throws it now too. The improvements between year 2 and 3, if he gets better this year as well, if not, still building that reputation with Stephon Diggs. Who was the one he got? The guy that replaced John Brown.
What do you mean? Wait, say it one more time.
The receiver.
John Brown.
The receiver that was that his name? Yeah.
John
Oh,
Brown.
Emmanuel Sanders.
Cole Beasley.
Emmanuel Sanders.
Emmanuel
So he's
Sanders.
getting an
Oh.
amazing receiver. That's what I was trying to think of.
Wait,
Yeah.
what? The Bills got Emmanuel Sanders?
Yes,
Yes.
that's what I was trying to think of.
Oh,
I almost said
my
Corey
God.
Davis, but Corey Davis went to the team that's not in New York, the Jets.
Yeah.
That's
So,
crazy. I forgot.
Yeah,
about
he's getting a
Yeah.
Super Bowl fucking receiver that,
Mhm.
veteran, but he's proven himself more than John Brown ever did, I believe. And he still has
that.
Cole
As a
Beasley,
receiver
great
too.
spot option.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
I like that. I like
I
that.
like it. If they had a running game, I'd feel even better about
They
Josh Allen and put him at number 2.
They have
But
Matt
they don't
Breida.
have a running.
They have Matt Breida.
They don't have a running game.
Okay.
So moving on. Number 2, Thomas Brady. Yes, sir. Tom Brady will be my number 2 because
Oh,
I
no.
just believe he will have such a better year than he did last year. Because last year was a learning year for him and a new offense.
Oh, you're right.
Bruce Arians' offense,
New
too.
conference.
Tough coach too. Yeah, tougher conference and everything. Now Drew Brees isn't going to be there this year. You know, Panthers, who knows?
Oh, geez.
Falcons, who knows? Yeah, Tom
Yeah.
Brady.
I like it.
And plus, Bucks have the easiest schedule on
Do they?
altogether. They have the easiest schedule
Oh,
according
God.
to like your pro football focused numbers and
Next-gen
stuff like that.
stats, Yeah.
Next gen stats. It's based on last year's overall record of the
Yes.
teams that they're playing this year. So they have the easiest schedule in the league this year. Tom Brady's going to pick teams apart this year. He's only going to be better with a second year with Bruce Arians. I mean, look for this guy not only to be a top quarterback in the league in real life, but in fantasy as well. And of course, the number 1 quarterback. We could all say it together, boys. Patrick
Mahomes.
Mahomes. Yes.
Justin Herbert?
We
What?
don't need to. Hey, I'll see it when I believe it.
Exactly. Yep. You feel me?
Oh man! So yes, that will conclude our lists, gentlemen. That was fun. Actually, I really had a lot of fun doing
Yeah.
lists.
Nice.
This
I
is,
like lists.
I wanted to get these lists out of the way the whole time because I know
Right?
it's
That feels
slow. I know it's slow, and I promised you guys we're gonna do a mock draft, and it's gonna be live. It's gonna be great.
Yeah,
Oh,
next one. Let's
the
go.
thing is, are we gonna be able to do our actual draft live, or that would be something though?
I think we should be able to.
I think I'd be too
Um,
nervous for that, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I might be
I'm
able
gonna
to
be an
take a-
emotional wreck. I'm gonna
'Cause-
cry a couple times.
Well, no, it's not that. It's I want to focus too, right? Just like
Yeah,
you guys.
yeah, that's true. Maybe not do a live draft. Maybe we could just do a recap of the draft on the show later. But
yeah, that would be a good
I'm
idea.
kind of with Joe with there. Yeah, I get really focused and in tune. And just a quick PSA for everyone listening. Make sure you do your mock drafts, man. Practice. Because you
Yep.
never know. And try different things. Take Travis Kelce in the first round and see what it's like to get the top tight end and see how it plays out from there. Go with 2 RBs at first, or go with 2 wide receivers.
Mix it up.
Mix it up, man. See what you like.
Yeah.
And the more you do it, the more you'll see the rhythm that you get and what kind of squad you're actually kind of build. And you'll see what fits you for this year. Because every year is different. The strategy you had last year isn't going to work this year. Make sure you do those mock drafts and get the time in and get plenty of them in to see how you like it. So when the time comes,
Another important key too is to try different draft picks, because the way that the players fall with how the snake drafts work is you're gonna have to strategize on
Yeah.
what pick you have versus what you're trying to get. So
personally, I'm number 9 in our league. So I've been practicing at number 9, but in our other league, I have no idea. So I just have
Exactly.
to pick random,
Mix it up.
numbers. It
Mix
could be
it up.
number 1, it could be number 5, who knows? So yeah, mix it up, man. Try everything. Be a little experimental with it. It's okay. We don't
Let
judge.
me know. Let me know if you're trying to do some mock drafts too. Hit me up on Instagram. Hit me
Oh,
wherever.
yes.
I do mock
Always
drafts
down.
daily.
Absolutely, yeah. These guys will set you straight on any mocks if you're, care to join us. We're definitely here. Yeah, just to close out the podcast, yeah, that list was really good. We passed over a little bit over an hour, and just to close out, I want to also mention that for the NFL, these mock drafts and potential actual draft, that strategy that Dougie, the one you always gave me, that strategy, I think we should implement that in our next podcast and kind of give that recipe, I would say. Not even
I'm okay with that. So I guess a little sneak peek for the next show is to say that.
Yeah, that recipe that you give me all the time that helped me out like for years to come, I think we could definitely implement that next week.
Because high key, Jolin's draft last year was crazy good.
Yeah,
he got
so
an amazing
little
draft.
sneak peek for the next episode is we'll be doing a mock draft live, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
So
what we could do first is we can discuss how give the recipe and then do a mock draft.
Yeah, no, that's what he said. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, plus we'll have time to talk about it in between draft picks as well. We'll talk about, as it happens live, we'll be talking about our thought process and decision making as it goes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And absolutely just more content for Triple FP, those that do listen to us. This will be I'm saying this now, but this will be very relevant, and there will be more and more content coming out as football season gets closer and closer. I'm so blessed and happy and just excited with both these guys, Heinzman Jerseys and Dougie Fresh, that they are with me doing this and keeping this going. It has been a while, and I think that this episode really just brings it back again, and just the potential of just our conversations in general and the content that we have to bring about. Whether it's fantasy, whether like we promised, our viewers and our listeners, that we're gonna bring to our audience, and whether it's the draft, all the way to the NFL fantasy and the league itself, and just overall in general, I'm just really glad because we're about midway through the year, and I'm really glad how this podcast has turned out, and it's just going to get better once football season hits. And I just want to let our viewers know that more and more content will keep coming out. I know we are on Twitter now, which I still don't have a Twitter, and then Instagram, and then Facebook. We're just gonna grow, and I'm really happy and blessed with both of you guys being here to help me out and just being together and making this thing work. So I appreciate that.
Man, it's just crazy to think about it, man. We 2 years ago we were just talking about doing this, and now we've been actually being consistent with it, man. It's fun.
Right.
It's a lot of fun.
LOL. We should make a podcast. This is fun to talk about football.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, and for the Twitter handle, real quick to plug that, at Triple FP Show on Twitter. At the word triple, letter F, letter P, the word show, at Triple FP.
I will
people.
Put that on the
Fantasy
description
Football
below.
Podcast.
There's some crazy ass Steelers fan that's running it, so
I actually tried to stay very unbiased on that account. If I want to talk about Steelers, I got it on my actual Twitter account, my personal one, at Dougie Fresh 73. I'm not going to bother spelling it. You could just find it if you want to.
Yeah, and for our Facebook, I'm gonna try to post more and just have more content out, whether it's not non-podcast related or whether it's draft.
I'm telling you, man, just reposting memes and funny shit other people say is the best thing you could do.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna be promoting it more on my Instagram page too. With the football season coming up, I'm cooking up some nice deal for the football season, man. So stay tuned. Get your jerseys right before the season starts, so that way you can ride
it's
for a low
It's going to be here
man.
so quick, man. You got to get your jersey in before August. I'm saying.
Yep.
So
I'm cooking something up for the month of September.
Absolutely.
So I'm cooking something real good up for the whole month of September. It's going to be an amazing deal. You can't resist it. So stay tuned. Get ready for it, man.
Absolutely.
Get your gear right before the football season.
Yeah. And no, I just you guys already beat me to it, but I definitely want to close out. I know Dougie needs to use the bathroom there, and but no, just to close out our podcast here. Just how has business been for just at Heinzman jerseys? I know it's been crazy. I know I'm hearing all these things.
Yeah, man.
How is it? Like, tell the audience what's going on, because I know like there's a lot going on with Heinzman jerseys.
It's been it's been picking up, man. You know, it's been really keeping me busy. It's keeping me interactive with sports too. So it's even getting me more pumped up for football season because I got to keep up with all the new players. You know, I got people asking me for Julio Titans jerseys, and you know, I got all the newest things. That I already got rookie jerseys sold, man. It's been booming, man. So I'm very
already
close
got a
to
couple of
1,000
Najee
followers,
jerseys
man.
sold.
Yeah.
Hey, so today, July 12th, I'm very close to 1,000 followers, man. I'm at, let me get you an exact dollar or number. I'm at 958 right now. So I'm at 958 right now. So, you know, by the end of this football season, it'd be nice to be at like a little bit over 1,000, close pushing to 2,000, man. So y'all show love, man. Get these deals right.
Yeah, you know, I'd be promoting you like all the time too. So, and
sir,
I definitely want to keep Triple FP, like promoting Heinzman jerseys as well. And every week, the more constant the show is, the more constant Heinzman jersey is. Honestly, you probably don't even need us like advertising you, but man, you are booming though.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Dude, appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start now. All these followers too, man. They gonna hear all about this podcast. I'm gonna be sharing it up, man.
And I
putting
appreciate
clips
that.
on there, you know.
Yeah, once we actually get, once we get this started going into football season, and there's actually going to be content more often to listen to. Yeah,
it's gonna look good, man. We're gonna be
worth it.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, like this is not even my podcast. This is our podcast, and I share it with both of you guys, and I'm so glad again to have both of you guys, and to see Heinzman jerseys booming. It's all love, man. I feel it. Like, I'm so happy for you.
Appreciate it.
And Dougie, weight goals. You could inspire so many people again. Just you already inspired me, so man.
Hopefully, I don't know when we'll do this again. I don't think I'll lose that much weight. But my goal is to lose another 20 pounds and maybe get down to 200. And I think that would be like a final goal for me, because I feel like if I drop below 200, it'd be a little weird for my weight to start with the number 1.
Have you actually looked at the first podcast we did, comparing it to now?
But I'm sure you could send me a clip of it.
Well, yeah, that's insane.
It's in the group chat.
It's great. No, like,
all right.
I appreciate all you guys for doing this, and you guys keep grinding, and it's all love, man. And I thank you guys once again. Triple FP signing out. Again, please stay tuned. If you need a jersey, at Heinzman Jerseys on Instagram, please DM, and then we'll go from there. Our next podcast will be a mock draft, and we will keep you posted on that.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Appreciate you, boys.
Fish on, Jolin.
Fish on.